Hey everyone out there in YouTube, it's Brink again, playing some more Black Desert Online, bringing you a fairly quick guide on clothing and actually making clothing for whatever crafting profession you're going to be doing in the game. My preferred crafting profession so far has been cooking, but I'm delving into a few of the other ones. Also, I'm going to be giving away some game keys in this video, and the way I'm going to do it is I'm actually going to space some of them out. I'm going to put them in some annotations kind of hidden around, and I'm going to put them in at different times over the next week. I'm going to put in an annotation with the keys, and if you're lucky enough, if you're interested in some of the games that I'm going to be giving away the keys for, these are going to be email keys or keys for mostly Steam games. We'll be giving away Payday 2, Cities in Motion, Serious Sam, Legends of Grimrock, King Arthur's Gold, Saints Row 4, Psychonauts, Gods Will Be Watching, OlliOlli 2, and How to Survive. So if you're interested in any of those games, check out this video and keep kind of posted on it. I'm going to be giving away a couple of the keys based on comments, and I'm going to be giving away a few of the keys in the video itself. So if you're interested in any of that, go ahead and keep watching. Okay, so the reasons that you're going to want to craft these profession clothes is what I call them. The profession clothes can be used for pretty much any of the professions in the game. So you got alchemy, cooking, farming, fishing, gathering, processing, trading, and training. So horse training. And what they do is they give you bonuses to those. And let me show you one of this that I have on me, which I almost always have on me, is my trainer's clothes for when I jump on my horses and start doing any of the horse training. So what it does is it gives you boosts to movement speed, and on the horse training clothes, it gives me a +1 to horse XP gain, or +10% to horse XP gain. Whereas if you notice the cooking clothes that I have on right now, the silver embroidered cook's clothes give me movement speed, cooking XP 10%, and cooking decrease time when I'm cooking. So that's a good thing to have when you're leveling your characters up, when you're leveling your professions up, because it's giving you an increase to XP, and those go up as you plus those clothes up. So the reason that you want to make a bunch of clothes and a bunch of the same clothes is if you want to get +2, +3, and beyond, because that increases every time you basically get a +2. It on the cooking clothes, it would give me 2 movement speed, I think 15% cook XP, and it would decrease the cook time by 3 seconds. So it increases every time you plus those items up. So the reason you're going to need a bunch of clothes is because like the other stuff in the game, when you put those together in the enhancement window, it has a high probability of failing unless you have a lot of fail stacks. So you're going to need a lot of clothes to get +2 and then +3 and then +4. So you're going to want to keep making these clothes over and over again. But keep in mind, do not remove or don't use the clothes that you actually use. In other words, if you're using those +1 cooked clothes to make your cooking recipes or +1 for your training your horses, make extra ones, put those together. If those fail, you lose both of them, but no big deal because you still have your main ones. So keep that stuff in mind. So really, the way that it works is you have 3 ingredients for any of these clothes. And the first thing you're going to want to do is go to the town window and look for, the costume mill. So you're going to go under the section here to look for costume mill. Find where the costume mill is in your town. It shows the 3 that I have right here. This one, or the 3 that I could get, I have this one, and I actually have my guy working in there right now making me cook's clothes. And what you're going to look at here is each of these clothes, depending on what you want, has 3 ingredients. Always blackstone powder, and then it has some type of powder, which could, like on the cook's clothes, is powder of earth, but it could also be powder of time, forest, battle, darkness, flame. So you're going to want to look at what type of powder or trace you need, and then a fabric type, which is cotton, flax, or wool. Those are the 3 fabric types that you're going to want to get, if depending on what type of clothes you want to make. So for the cook's clothes, I need cotton fabric, powder of earth, and blackstone powder. Blackstone powder is fairly easy to get. You need rough stone. You can grind rough stone to make the blackstone powders, or you can grind down the gems that you find when you're doing questing to make blackstone powder as well. Or any of these things you can also buy on the auction house. You don't have to craft or have your guys farm for it. You can just buy the stuff on the auction house if you want. I think it's better to get your workers out there working to get you the stuff, but you know, whatever. The powdered earth is one of the ones you get from a tin mine out near Calpheon. And it's the secondary resource, so you're going to want to get somebody with high luck to mine the tin ore, and hopefully they come back with a lot of powdered earth. That's where I've gotten most of the powdered earth that I have. So what you're going to want to do is get that powdered earth going, get your blackstone, and then the cotton fabric or flax or wool fabric. Let me show you a little demonstration here real quick on how to basically process that, and it's a 3-step process. So what happens when you get it, it's going to be in this form: cotton, or wool or flax. What you're going to do is produce that by heating it. Right click, put that in the heating window, and then that's going to produce this cotton yarn. Let me go ahead and produce a couple of those, and then we'll produce the actual cotton fabric. So it's going to sit here and hopefully produce us a couple cotton yarn any day now. It's a good place to do some key giveaways probably right here. So while that's going, hopefully someday, I guess I should have made some processing clothes, which I still have yet to do. But once that'll use, actually what's going to happen is it's going to use 5 cotton, and there we go, and then it made 1 cotton yarn. It has the chance of making more than 1 cotton yarn as well. So there we go. I've got my 2. Now that I have 10 cotton yarn, I can go to produce again. Now instead of heating, we're actually going to select grinding this time, and then select our cotton yarn and hit start. And what that's going to give us is our cotton fabric, which is what we need for these clothes. So it's a fairly easy process, but it is a 3-step process. You need to heat the cotton or wool or flax, then you need to grind the yarn, and then you end up with your fabric. Now once you have 10 of those fabrics in your warehouse, you need those 3 ingredients. You need your blackstone powder, you need powder of earth or whatever powder or trace that you need, depending on what item you're making, and then your cotton fabric. Then you can make your costume by going to your costume mill and having your worker get started on making that costume. That's pretty much it on how to make the costumes. So once you have the costume made, then you're going to end up with basically the base costume item. That's when you're going to want to get 2 of those costumes, put those together, and hopefully get a +1. And then once you have 2 +1s, you can put those together and get a +2, hopefully, and +3 and +4, +5, whatever. If you're really lucky. It's not very easy, and that's why I suggest doing this and getting all these materials yourself, because it's going to be very costly to do this on your own. So that's pretty much it. That's how to make these costumes in a nutshell, and why these costumes are fairly important for the game if you're doing any gathering. Gathering, fishing, farming, training, anything like that, any of the professions in the game, these costumes are very, very valuable. So get out there, get your costumes, being made, and you're going to enjoy and level up a lot quicker doing most of these activities. So that's pretty much it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully you got some giveaways here. I've got a bunch of these games, like I said, that I just don't have time to play, so I figured I might as well give some of them away to you guys. You guys have been great support on this channel, and I know I haven't been around for the last couple weeks because I've had a lot of real life stuff, but hopefully you guys are enjoying these videos. I have a few more to come, at least for Black Desert, that I've had kind of some thoughts on. If you guys have any comments or questions or anything, please post them in the comments below. Also, if you want any CD or key giveaways on any of the games that I mentioned here, please post some constructive comments below, because those are very helpful. I mean, if you guys I don't only want positive comments, but negative comments or any constructive criticism comments are great too. If you guys have any comments or questions, please post them in the comments below, and thanks for subscribing. See you guys next time.